Hope for Humanity, God's Fix for a Broken World, written and read by Brian Johnston. Chapter 1. It's said that author C.S. Lewis once expressed himself to be amused at the wrong-headedness of those who claimed they could identify his sources of inspiration. And then he added tellingly, "If people get it so wrong on earthly things, what chance do they have with eternal realities?" And people do get it so very wrong when they attempt to second-guess eternal realities. Do your best, they say, and at the end of life, when you stand before God, He'll weigh the good you've done over against the bad, and if the good outweighs the bad, He'll let you into heaven. This same basic lie takes a variety of different religious forms, sometimes specifying sacraments or so-called pillars or noble truths, or saying that we must pay tithes or observe special days or be baptized, all as qualifying good works towards that final assessment of whether or not we make it into heaven. These are all rejections of the truth. They come about as a result of having considered it, and in one way or another found it to be a strange thing. Another author, G.K. Chesterton, once said, "The truth is always bound to be strange, because the fiction is what we've invented to suit ourselves in order to replace the truth which doesn't suit us." The ultimate reality check comes from the Bible. Even those who may be highly skeptical of the Bible will find its statement in this regard to be consistent with their own personal observations. The Bible declares, "A man is not justified by the works of the law, but through faith in Christ Jesus. Even we have believed in Christ Jesus, so that we may be justified by faith in Christ, and not by the works of the law, since by the works of the law no flesh will be justified." That's Galatians 2 and verse 16. This reality, soberly documented as we say in the Bible, and true to our experience, is that no one born of a human father in the entire history of the planet has managed to make him or herself acceptable to God based on their own performance of keeping God's rules. That's quite some claim. But where's the evidence to deny it? Think about that for a moment. Take the 10 Commandments. Exodus 20 verse 1 says, "Then God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall have no other gods."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?